Morning, good morning. It's Morning Magic on the Sacred and Rooted podcast, and I am your host, Lisa Nickel. I'm here with a quick, let's say it's a quote, but it's kind of a little quote paragraph. And it's from the book The Pivot Year by Brianna Wiest. I think is how you say her name, Wiest. Yeah, Wiest. Anyways, this book is really filled with little nuggets all the way through it. And it's been a really great book to read whenever I do get to it, because it's just one quick paragraph a day kind of thing. And so you could argue that my pivot year might be like a bit longer than a year. Excuse me. I'm just recovering from some like mild bronchitis. Anyways, yeah, so The Pivot Year is a book. Every single day there's like one kind of thing to read a day. And it's just, inspiring, insightful, all the good stuff. And it's sort of through the 365 days, it's encouraging you to be bold, be brave, be courageous, all the good stuff that you need to be to pivot in whatever kind of part of your life you feel like you need to. And so, like everything that is written like this kind of thing, where it's like once a day, I can never really truly do it. For just the 365 days, I take, a break. I take a week off, I take a month off, and I just come back to it, and that's okay. Just figured I'd let you know that, so that if you do feel like there's too much pressure to read something every day and just have that routine no matter what, then you're right. For me, that's true too. So don't feel bad. Just take the inspiration when you feel like you want the inspiration, and whether it takes 365 days or 500, that's okay. The time will pass anyways. All right, so this is on day 132, and I actually should have written in this book what day I really truly started this on, just for fun. Oh, I totally did. I'm so awesome. I started it on May 25th, 2023, and I'm on day 132 was a few days ago, so I'm on 135. So you can see that this may take me a couple years, if not 3. Anywho, I'm enjoying it. Highly recommend it if you're looking for some inspiration. All right, so this Morning Magic episode is coming to you from this book, day 132, and it goes like this. Please do not allow the heaviness of what holds you to dissuade you from believing in the vision that calls you. Please do not assume that your fear is a finality, a sign of impossibility. Please do not think that just because it is hard, or will take time, or feels far off right now, that you will not one day arrive. One day, everything you fear will never come will be right in front of your eyes. Woo, doesn't that feel nice? All right, so yes, today is just a giant encouragement to keep on moving, and really, I guess what I really want to put a fine point on is that the idea that seems to be floating around, the world, the ethers, that it's almost like if your dreams require some work, it's almost like if you can manifest it, or if it's meant for you, it's going to be easy. And it is going to be easy, but it's not like easy, like sitting on the couch easy. It's like easy because it feels so good to like move ahead or get it done or be in the flow of whatever you're creating. And that's what's easy. It's because once you start working with that energy, or when you get tastes of it and glimpses of it, you just want to be in that space more and more and more, because it feels so good and it's easy. And it's easy in the sense that it's like natural to you. It doesn't mean that nobody's going to tell you no, or that, you're never going to have someone that get mad at you again, or there's never going to be a debate or an argument to kind of resolve, or differences of opinion, or periods of your life where you don't even know what to do and you're just waiting for some inspiration and you have to kind of work through that. There's always going to be different things, but the flow, to understand, I guess, or to really embody the idea that your life has ebbs and flows in like a general sense, a large scale sense, and it also has ebbs and flows day to day and week to week, and ebbs and flows day to day and week to week can look like, your boss is kind of not totally impressed with what you submitted in for a deadline and so wants some corrections. What you created, you thought everyone would love, and, there was some critics, and maybe some of them were, just kind of not worth your time, but other ones, gave you something to think about, and, it's something to grow from and learn from. And so to go for your dreams and just understand that that's just part of the whole deal. And that the ease is not the ease as far as, every door will open and no one will say no and everything you ever wanted will be yours in a minute. That's not the ease. It's the ease that comes when you're just naturally doing something that you truly, deeply love. And so that's where the ease comes from. So, don't take the fact that you're, that it feels big and scary and impossible as a reason to not do it. Don't check out. We need everyone checked in. And just work day to day. Do something, a little bit of something that is what your heart desires. And that will feel easier, and that will feel it'll flow. And even when it's not flowing, it's still so much better than something that you don't like doing that doesn't flow. Or that's not flowing right now. And then fear, you're always going to have some fear. And so just do it anyway. Just take the fear, see the fear, put it in the back seat, and keep driving. And understand that fear is your ego giving you some shit. Hoping that you'll just stay in your safe little box, and because it doesn't want you to evolve and, be like a fully realized soul. It wants you to be just whoever you've already been. Everywhere you've already been, no problem. The ego's got you. But where you're headed is not where you've been before. And that's super exciting, but your ego is triggered with that. And so the fear from your ego is just, it's worth acknowledging because, sometimes your ego's got a point, but mostly, especially when you're an adult, it doesn't so much. It doesn't so much. And there's ways you can kind of debate with it or discuss with it or make deals with it as far as just, okay, yep, this is scary. But if you also at the same time have that nice tingly feeling where you're just excited as well as a little scared because it's like it feels different, it feels big, though that combination together is when you know for sure the magic is here, like you're on the right track. And so you just take the fear as part of the deal. And you don't let it stop you. And see what happens. And as you blow through some fear, doors of fear, your fears will, they will subside in that exact, case, but they'll reappear as something very similar, but more appropriate to your new circumstances, whatever they may be. So again, this is just meant to be a quick little episode just to give you some encouragement. You can do anything your heart desires. You've got everything you need inside of you. If you're using your intuition and your heart, you know what the next steps are. But it does take some walking through fear, and it does involve taking kind of responsibility for where you're headed and where you're going and all that stuff. So if you're willing, it's an exciting ride. And literally the time will pass anyways. And so it's like you can either be here sitting on the couch watching TV, and of course, like, I mean, everyone does that for a bit, but, you know, don't make that your mainstay. I hope that you are in your life, engaged in your life, excited about your life, trying new things, experiencing things, and really alive, like fully every cell alive. And that's my wish for you and for everyone in the world at some point. Yeah, so one person at a time, one day at a time. Go get your dreams, go make them happen. All right? I'll talk to you next time. Take care.